Next up, a savory bacon and cheddar cheese quiche, perfect to serve for brunch this weekend, is Food Network star, finalist, and lifestyle expert Addie Gundry. Welcome, Addie.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
We're so excited to have you.
Thank you.
I love that you say it's not just for brunch, it's not for breakfast, it's for lunch, it's for anything, dinner.
Late night snack.
Whatever you want it,
Whatever.
you have it. Joining Cam at the counter is Shirley and Ken. You guys dig in. Ken is obsessed with quiche.
I love quiche so much. I'm
Right.
so excited.
And I know that this is one of your favorite recipes to make, whether you're entertaining for a big group of people and you want to be fancy, or if it's just a casual meal for the family, right?
Exactly. I think everyone loves quiche, whether it's perfect for your girlfriends, brunch, mimosas, or, you know, kids love it. It's really just eggs and milk and bacon.
Which is funny because Ken and I were discussing that to us, quiche is like, you know, oh, I'll have the quiche.
Right.
It's not, I don't think of it as just like eggs and cheese and bacon.
Right. No.
But it's very easy to make and packs a punch, like you
Exactly.
say.
It doesn't have to be hard.
So you have already sauteed your shallots and cooked your bacon, right?
Exactly. When you put things in your quiche, you want it to be cooked because you've probably had that like omelet before with the raw piece of broccoli or pepper. You don't want to bite into that.
Right.
No.
And so that's the mistake some people make. You want to cook things before it goes in your quiche, okay?
And we have our crust over here, which is just our pie crust. You can buy one or you can make it yourself.
Exactly. Another shortcut for people, busy people at home. You can buy a pre-made crust. They're pretty delicious, or make your own.
They're very good. And you don't even blind bake it.
Nope.
I am shocked.
you don't
This
blind
is so
bake it?
easy.
No, it all goes in and it all goes in the oven. What do you think?
Delicious.
It's
And
amazing.
the crust isn't soggy because when you don't blind bake often, it gets a soggy.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't poke holes or anything?
Nothing.
This is amazing, Addie. All right, so we add those
Yep,
first?
we're gonna add our shallots. Like I said, these have been caramelized, and you can just cook these down with some thyme, salt, and pepper. We put it right down in the quiche crust.
And you could really use anything.
Anything, onions, shallots, like I said, leeks
Leeks would be good.
scallions,
Spinach,
broccoli, anything you want.
asparagus, mushrooms.
The options are
Endless.
Debbie's going.
Just endless.
Debbie's going.
And then we put the bacon and the cheese as well?
Yep, ooh, slippery. So
So
we're
you
putting,
like to do layers instead of just mixing it all up.
so we're putting the bacon and cheese in as well. Then we'll put our egg custard in for the oven.
And what kind of cheese are you using there?
This is a white cheddar. You could, of course, again, use Gruyere. You could use Swiss. I mean, anything. Blue cheese, which sounds weird, but I love blue cheese.
me too.
Bacon, deli ham.
Anything.
Anything.
The kitchen sink, put it in there.
Exactly.
So we're already halfway done, just so you know. So now we make our custard.
Okay, so we're just going to combine our milk and our eggs. Really simple.
some recipes use a different number of eggs, yolks, and egg whites.
Yes.
What's your take on that?
Well, so I like the fat.
Right.
So when you have like an egg white omelet or egg white-ish quiche, you know, I
You're like
mean,
all
it's
whole.
good,
Right.
but
Right.
who doesn't want
I mean,
the
if you're going to
yolks?
have the quiche, just
Yeah.
I mean, I'll
Right.
put 4 eggs and 2 egg whites.
Well, then I always have the extra part of the egg in my
Right.
fridge.
And then what do I do with
I
it?
feel like a broken record, but fat does not make you fatter.
No,
I'm telling you right
that's
now.
good for
Right,
you.
I'm telling you right now.
And
That's
you know, you
true.
already have bacon and cheese in there. If you don't eat the crust, it's sort of like what, gluten-free Atkins? You
Right.
just scoop out the filling.
Exactly right.
Okay, so it's a pretty thick custard, though. Speaking of that,
All right.
but you want to just really whisk it up because you want those egg yolks to break.
Okay, and you just added milk.
Yeah, or you can do cream
Half and
or
half?
half and half.
Half and half, okay.
Honestly, it's kind of whatever you have on hand. It's all going to bake equally. It'll just be a difference in sort of the texture.
All right.
Okay, this is it.
That's it.
Ready?
And then you just pour it in there like that.
Yes.
On top.
And you add these interesting spices. I loved your choice of spices here.
Okay, this is fun. We add some nutmeg and cayenne, which, yeah, it's a little bit of a kick.
And the
a little bit of
nutmeg.
a sweet, yes, which that nutty flavor. I think this is fine too for kids. You know, you teach them young.
And I think nutmeg is like traditional for quiche Lorraine. It's like an old French thing,
Yes.
which is always interesting to me.
I'm making a mess. So as you can see, all of our ingredients were on the bottom. This goes in the oven for 20 minutes. We then pull it out and add more bacon and cheese on top.
Yeah. I'm really.
And then put it back in for another 20 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, so in total,
So we have
45?
45.
40.
So it does take some time, but you can make it ahead of time, right? Because quiche doesn't have to be hot, but look at that.
Very good. What were you saying,
That's good.
Shirley?
No, it's just I like how she doesn't blend everything, even the spices on top, instead of just blending it.
Oh my gosh, that was so good.
And look how easy that was. Oh, wow.
I'm waiting for that one. Go ahead and
Over
cut,
there,
please.
did you?
Yes, let's slice a piece. And so again, when you add then the bacon on top and the cheese, that's where you'll get that up top because it won't float up. We want to
Oh, so that's
add
why you
some
go back and
more.
add it.
Now this is tricky to do on TV.
Oh boy, it'll work.
There's always
I
that
have faith in
sacrificial
you.
piece.
Addie.
And is quiche is just short for quiche Lorraine? Are all quiches quiche Lorraine, or is that
No,
like
quiche Lorraine's a specific.
it's a specific type of
with
quiche?
ingredients.
I
Right.
see,
You have to
I
have a
see,
piece for
okay.
yourself as well.
The other thing is that you don't want to overcook it
It's like an egg pie.
because we like kind of the gooiness.
Oh my goodness, that is so good.
Isn't that good?
Wow.
Well, I understand we're not the only ones that love your quiche. Your son Cooper, he's a big fan as well.
He is a big fan. I have an 18-month-old baby at home, another on the way.
Good.
And he loves quiche, and he loves making quiche with me.
Look at
We
that.
actually have to like hide the eggs from him because if I start making eggs and start making quiche, he gets like so amped up. And he doesn't understand the cooling period. You should let this cool 10 minutes before you cut. That's really confusing for a 1.5-year-old.
Well, listen, that's really confusing for
anyone.
anyone in their 30s or 40s. Or 50s.
Deb, go ahead.
And
You
by
guys
the way,
have-
does the new baby like the quiche as well?
Yes, I eat eggs every day. I think it's going to be an egg.
Yeah.
But this is a little girl in here, which is pretty exciting too. So
Congratulations.
thank you. We're very excited.
Is this her TV debut?
This is her TV debut.
You did great.
Yes.
Hello in there, you did a great job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.